What up? Top of the top. We back at it again, y'all. What's up, family? What's up? Tuesday. What up, JE? Big Phil. I see everybody up in here. Good morning, Latavia. What's up? What's up, Miss Jackie? Good morning. What's up, Taisha? Good morning, Lady Love. What's up? Stop blaming the whites. What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna get into some history today too. I got a couple things we're gonna talk about. We got a couple things we're gonna talk about today, but today, in the middle of the show, somewhere in the middle towards the end, I'm gonna break down this thing one last time about the original Republicans, or should I say, how the country was once very strong in being Republicans. I'm not even gonna play the game today. I'm just gonna show y'all some stuff, and I'm also gonna get into what's going on with these lawsuits and some more stuff going on today. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Y'all know, same soup just reheated. Y'all already know what's up. What's up, Devin? What's up? Dramatic was good. Episode 399. Y'all, we almost at 400. What up, Wax? What's good, bro? You already know. Out here grinding. What's up, Shayla? What's up, Shayna? Jamila, what's good, y'all? All right, look. Y'all know I'ma holler at y'all. We're gonna get into it today, so I ain't gonna waste too much time. We going right on course. What's up, Miss Deja? All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I got a lot to talk about. We're gonna take our time because I'm gonna break some stuff down today. Let's go. Shout out to the replay gang. Hit the all notification bell, leave a comment. It's all good. Lawsuits. See a lot of this drama going on. Everybody's reaching for $1 right now. People that got money trying to hold on to what they got. People that don't got money trying to take money. That's where we at right now. We have a money wars. But anyway, it was alleged that 50 Cent stole power. He stole the whole idea from somebody. This all alleged, not a fact, but he gonna be in court. Actually, the lawsuit was already put on him. But anyway, he being sued. Same thing with Fresh Montana. He being sued. All in the same week. And it's funny because 50 and French had beef, but they both being sued. Some of the weird stuff that be going on. But I already went into that with French. I'm gonna go back into it again on how he's nothing but a clone and he's a fraud. He's been a fraud the whole time. But he's another dude that was using black people to get where he got to go. Anyway, let's get into the episode. Shout out to everybody that's here. Yeah, I'm starting out slow because I gotta taking my time today. Because like yesterday, I was going too fast, so sometimes I'd be missing stuff. Anyway, 50 Cent's $1 billion power lawsuit with ex-drug lord heading to mediation. I did not know this lawsuit was for $1 billion. But y'all know how it go. Some people like to wait till things get big to sue. You know how they do. What's up, Kim? What's up, Swirl Girl? Some people like to wait till that bag get real big and the show was very, very productive, and then they come for the suit. Anyway, let's take a look at this. 50 Cent has reached the mediation stage of the $1 billion lawsuit filed against him by an ex-drug lord over his Power series. According to All Hip Hop, it looks like the Queensbred mogul will face off with former drug kingpin Corey Ghost Holland Sr. How many of y'all knew it was a real ghost? Well, this former drug dealer, Corey Ghost Holland Sr., in May, when the pair are scheduled to appear at a mediation conference together. So long story short, it was a real man by the name of Corey Holland, a.k.a. Ghost, and he was a drug kingpin. Now we're going to take a look at how 50 allegedly got this story in his hands. In 2021, Holland filed a lawsuit that alleged 50 Cent and fellow executive producer Courtney Kemp stole the idea for Power from his actual life. So this man, Courtney Kemp, is also in the lawsuit because he is Matter of fact, she, if I'm not mistaken, that's that woman, pardon me. She is the one who got the idea from the drug dealer. She's the one who had, I think it was a CD he gave her, something to that nature. Anyway, it's all alleged. So look, the lawsuit is against 50 Cent and executive producer Courtney Kemp. They stole the idea for power from his actual life. Reportedly, Holland's relationship with Kemp's father stretches back to the 1990s. So, as we see right here, the man, the real live ghost, the real life ghost, was cool with Courtney Kemp. Courtney Kemp is executive producer. Her father, all right? Ghost was cool with Courtney Kemp's father. Obviously, it's some OG talk going on. Obviously, Courtney Kemp dad might be an OG. I don't know. But the executive producer, Courtney Kemp, had a relationship with the real ghost. And this is how the story allegedly got to 50. Allegedly. And Courtney Kemp and 50 is being accused of stealing. But we have to be real. The story could have came from the executive producer first, and 50 backed it without knowledge. But then as things went on, 50 might have just said, oh, well, it is what it is. We already got it rolling. The money coming in. We ain't got time to backtrack. So anyway, reportedly, Holland's relationship with Kemp's father stretches back to the 90s. So the executive producer father goes back with the real ghost. That's the connection right there. So look. He claims that the two remained in touch until 2007 when Holland allegedly mailed a CD he made for at-risk youth to Kemp's father. So the real ghost made an at-risk youth, basically crime prevention for young people. He made a CD probably based on his life story, and he gave it to Kemp's father. Don't forget, Kemp is the executive producer. Her father allegedly is somebody tied in with the real ghost. Ghost gave them a CD because he was doing youth work. And this is what he said got stolen. And he also says this included a cautionary tale about his own life as a drug dealer. Holland claims power producers have based at least 200 scenes on his life, and now he believes his life is in danger. So he's showing 50. See that? But it could be all on the strength of the executive producer. Anyway, he also accused the G Unit mogul and his associates of bullying and claims they've made threats on his life. Mind you, this is the real ghost talking. Holland has said that 50 Cent has thrown a lot of subliminal shots at him in the 5 months since he filed the lawsuit. Last September, Holland filed a motion to legally protect his interests and his family and his legal justification if violence becomes necessary to protect him or his family. So this man Holland is ready for war. He claims he was getting threats from 50 and he not backing down. And I did not know it was a $1 billion lawsuit. But like I said, we know 50 rap career ended a while ago. He got into film. But like I tell people before, that's the thing about when you big. If you this what y'all know. When you pay attention, you'll notice this. The bigger you get, you run out of ideas. So when you get, pardon me, when you get big, and you got all this money from these corporations, and they expect you to do all of these projects, but you don't have a lot of material. You don't got a lot of ideas. Because you always working, doing this, doing everything. You ain't got time to be creative. Creative skills come from a different place. So these people know when they get these big deals on the table for these big events or whatever, movies, whatever it is, they don't have no fucking ideas. The same thing I told you with so-called big YouTubers. Anytime you got a big platform, CNN, I don't care. Anytime you got 1 billion, 100 million, you got a big platform, they got all the money, they got all the resources, but one thing they always lack, that's ideas. And that's where the regular people come in at. This is why they always stealing somebody's story, remixing it, trying to cheat somebody out their idea, because they look at it like this. See, my idea, if I put a movie out, that shit ain't gonna do but so much. But he could take my idea and turn it into a franchise, all because of the push. You get it? And the resources. That's all it is. So they're always gonna monitor certain people to steal their ideas. That's how the game works. And maybe 50 realized this. 50 probably said, look, he probably didn't know at first, but as it was going on, he he probably said, damn, I'm in the middle of some shit. The executive producer then gave me a story from this dude, and he the real ghost. So it could be his executive producer that got him jammed up. But either way, 50 probably said, you know what? We already in the middle of season 3, season 2, whatever. Keep it going. Fuck it. I'm getting this money. And now he probably said, look, I'll just take care of that on the back end. So now we at the back end, 50 in court. And it's funny because I think he just said, he about to go into something else. He got a new deal on the table. So it ain't no coincidence all this stuff coming at one time. What up, Big Phil? That's right. Your mind got to be clear to be creative. Exactly, bro. To put yourself in a creative space, you have to really get into a zone. And these people, they don't know how to get into a zone because they got too much shit going on. So like I said, they get their ideas from taking trips, doing certain things. Anyway, as you see, 50 Cent is being sued, $1 billion from the real ghost. So this also goes into art imitates life. Sometimes now we're looking at life imitating art. People following what they see on the TV, but people don't understand some of the stuff you see on the TV come from real stories. But anyway, 50 Cent is cunning and slick and smart, and he's always going to know how to get a bag. But don't forget what I said. In my opinion, Diddy going to be the last man standing. So we see 50 Cent getting negative press. We see Jay-Z getting negative press. And we see Diddy staying out the way. Anyway, let's move on, y'all, because I'm going to heat up in this. When I get into this certain part of this episode, you trust me, I will heat up because a lot of people be talking. They be running their mouth, and they don't know what they be talking about. And they won't do no research. So today, I'm going to put the nail in the coffin on this Black Republican thing, and I'm done with it. And then we're going to continue on. So check it out. Anyway, let's get into this clown. Another fraud. And you see, the older French Montana get, the more he looking like his original self. Because this is the same adult man that's in the corner store. And you say, yo, give me a Dutch. And you say, look, give me a blunt. That's what he looked like. He looked like he worked in a corner store or a gas station because that's who he really is. But he been acting like he's a black man from the hood. Yes, I know French is from the Bronx. And yes, I know when you're from New York City, everybody is a nigga. I understand that. But this dude is a slick dude. He used a lot of black people to get where he at. A lot of people are dead because of him, in jail. And his biggest song ever in the world is Nigga Ain't Worried About Nothing. So he's a fraud. Now back to what I was saying about that song French made, Nigga Ain't Worried About Nothing. Right? Boom. You heard the song. We all heard the song. It was lit. It was popping. But it was two dimensions to that song. See, if you heard that song in the hood, it was one thing. See, but I went to Myrtle Beach when that song was popping, and I was on the strip. And there was a lot of white people around. Blacks, whites, a lot of whites. And every car was playing that shit. Nigga ain't worried about nothing. Nigga ain't worried about nothing. They're blasting that shit. I was just looking at all the white people's faces and shit. And I was just like, damn, this shit embarrassing for real. Every black person is rolling down the street playing Nigga Ain't Worried About Nothing. And it just looked crazy because white people walk around with their families. It just ain't look right. And it ain't sound right. And that's when I was able to see the different dimension. But when you're in the hood, it's all good, nigga. But when it's in public, that shit embarrassing. So when I see this man what talking about, I'm just saying, I told you, everybody want to be black when it's convenient, but when it's not convenient, they don't want to be black no more. And I already showed you in the previous episode of French Montana always making a point to show you and tell you that he's African and he's from Morocco. When it's convenient. Now, see, when he first came out, he ain't do all that. But when he started trying to go pop and go commercial and go worldwide, he started showing you his roots from Morocco. But we neither here nor there. Because his ass getting sued for that stupid ass video shoot he did. And in my opinion, that was a fucking sacrifice because 10 people got shot. And this dumb ass thought he was just going to walk away. So it's a good thing he being sued. Anyway, his career is over anyway. I told you his career been over. The industry been clowned. They been done with French. And now he might have a fallout with DJ Khaled because this shooting happened at DJ Khaled restaurant. So long story short, French Montana sued for negligence over shooting that music video set. Now check it out. Only at a rap video shoot, somebody actually gets shot. See, it was a shooting at a rap video shoot. Nigga shit. A man who said he was injured in the January incident is seeking damages. French Montana was sued Tuesday, March 20th for negligence over the shooting that occurred during the filming of a music video in Miami Gardens, Florida on January 5th. At least 10 people were injured in the incident. The lawsuit from Carl Leon, who was present at the time of filming, alleges that French Montana neglected to ensure proper security. Mind you, they said what? French Montana just went in the parking lot, started shooting a video, did not have the proper people in place, did not have he definitely ain't had no license to shoot the video. He didn't have no barricade. Some people of a certain caliber, they gotta have police barricades because things would get ugly. So he didn't do that. He just did it sporadic and started shooting a video. Next thing you know, he's shooting a video at a restaurant, all hell break loose. So Leon lawsuit alleges he suffered great bodily injury and damages for an excess of the jurisdictional limits of this court. The lawsuit also names Coke Boys Records. See that? French Montana, Coke Boys. His whole slogan was Coke Boys. Cocaine. Then he turned into a Ciroc boy. But I thought you was Muslim, French. I thought Muslims don't co-sign liquor at all. I know Muslims ain't supposed to touch liquor, but you was a Ciroc boy. That's when I been knew you was a fraud. And then you call yourself Coke Boys. And I know for a fact Muslims do not indulge in cocaine, but you did that, nigga, because you did that for money. And you did that because it was popular. And you used a lot of black people to hold you down. You claimed the blood gang for convenience. But see, when shit hit the fan, you ain't want to be blood no more. You ain't want to be black no more. You started trying to act like you was from your hometown, Morocco. But you ain't claim Morocco when you first came out making them Cocaine City DVDs. See? Told y'all, man. But I already exposed him and his homeboy DJ Khaled. Those are two hip-hop Arabs, all right? Two hip-hop Arabs, all right? The same ones that work in your corner store, gas station. Those are the same dudes. They just rappers. That's it. All right? So I ain't giving them no pass. Anyway, it's 10 people got shot over this clown. Now, also, it happened at the restaurant called The Lickin'. The Lickin' is the name of DJ Khaled's restaurant. So, look, when the shooting was reported, The Lickin' distanced themselves from the filming in a statement to CNN. So, basically, DJ Khaled people told CNN, we not aware of a video being filmed and found out last minute. French Montana was shooting a scene in the back parking lot. We have no idea what actually took place. The Lickin' restaurant has nothing to do with it. So basically, DJ Khaled business threw his ass under the bus because I don't blame him. Meaning, nigga, you come to my establishment, shoot a video without my permission. For one, you trying to use my business for clout. That's just like in New York City. A lot of people like to shoot their video at juniors, in front of juniors. It's been done, but it's never been no shootings to shoot up juniors. See that? But when French Montana go to Miami and he at the Lickin', shootout. You get it? So just showing y'all, man, what be going on out here. That these dudes are reckless and they don't have no chill button at all. And anywhere rappers go now, you got to affiliate that with death because that's how it go down now, y'all. Rap means death. And wherever it's a gathering of hip-hop, rap music, something is going to go left. You could bet your bottom dollar on that. Something going to go left. Y'all already know this, though. Y'all know how this shit go down. So I don't know why people still act like they don't know. Like, I still see people mad at Ja Rule because of what he said, John. People mad because Ja Rule said that Ja Morant was influenced by hip-hop. People actually got mad at Ja Rule over that. And a lot of us know what Ja Rule is saying is the damn truth. But see, I told you, man, hip-hop has to always keep going on because it is the number one tool in 2023 to keep people ignorant because people can't look past music. Therefore, the music is used for something else. That's why wherever you see hip-hop, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see death. So when French Montana went, ain't nobody died, but guess what? 10 people got shot. So that's the scenario dealing with these rappers. But anyway, the restaurant said he have nothing to do with the incident and has given police the necessary footage requested. So they got the footage. French Montana offered a statement. Mind you, after this shoot happened, all French Montana did was what? Go on the internet and put a fake ass post. And in the fake ass post, he said, we unfortunately were at the wrong place at the wrong time when an incident took place that left people hurt. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the, see that? Ain't you tired of hearing fake ass thoughts and prayers? Would you just give me thoughts and prayers for a little while? That's it. My point is this. All this 10 people got shot. He thought he just was gonna get away with it. He thought he just was gonna give his little fake ass apology and move on. But like I said, in this episode, I gave full details on the shooting that happened in Miami. And I gave you details and broke down who French Montana and DJ Khaled really is. All right. Now give me 1 second because I'm about to break all this shit down. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. I done spilled my fucking coffee. Anyway, I'm about to get into this shit though, because I'm about to show y'all and give y'all some clarity. But a lot of y'all already know this. Y'all been in tune. So anyway, let's take a look at this, right? I'm going to show you how dudes been perpetrating a fraud. These are two dudes that they handpicked to make it. See, a lot of people didn't peep game. About 10 years ago, once again, all this in the abomination era, they specifically started making people stars that's not from here. What I mean by that is, on the birth certificate, this is what I'm saying, y'all. Let me clarify this. See, I know when we all from the hood, I know rap music, street, I know the streets. I know when it comes to streets and rap music, basically anybody can say the word nigga. If we all in the hood together, literally everybody is considered a nigga. Even that white boy that lived down the street. My point is this. The last rappers to blow up on a certain level within the past couple of years, you will see they all, not just rappers, singers too. You will see none of them are from here. DJ Khaled, French Montana, Drake, it's a lot of others. Rihanna, Nicki Minaj. Yeah, they from here. They was raised here, but their birth certificates say something else. Long story short, I don't got to sugarcoat it. It's a lot of people that have been amongst the black community and they have mastered the black people ways. The thing is, these are some of the people that got the right complexion for the connection. So even though they was raised around the hood, raised around black people, they know the lingo, they know the slang, they know the swag. They also know how to use black people too to get where they got to go. Then when they get to where they got to go, blacks should get kicked to the curb, especially the women first. Now, they're going to keep the black men around because they need protection and muscle and swag. But the women, y'all out the way first. The dudes, they're going to use them up to the last minute. But when it's all said and done, the dude's going to end up broke, in jail, or dead. Didn't a black man by the name of Ace Hood told you that he rode with DJ Khaled from day one, helped him make a lot of music? Is Ace Hood not doing bad right now, or he's not where he's supposed to be at, even though DJ Khaled built this whole label, We the Best, on a black man back by the name of Ace Hood? Am I lying? Am I flying? Thank you. Now, French Montana, he built this whole empire off the Bronx. Cocaine City DVDs. When a nigga would go around interviewing everybody and rap at the end, he was trying to push his agenda. French Montana could have been a goddamn agent, far as we know, because I broke down to y'all a lot of so-called video people back in the day was working for them people. And this is how, when they was acting like they was shooting all them DVDs, a lot of time they was making brothers incriminate themselves by getting in the footage. A lot of people went to jail over them fucking DVDs. One of the things that helped put Big Meech in jail was when he went on the Smack DVD. A lot of those DVDs back then was called surveillance. Why? Because they couldn't come amongst certain street people at this time with cameras at all. But if it was one of those street niggas wanted to be a rapper, then they were able to bring the cameras around. And that is how they was using cameras in the early 2000s, like 2006, 7, 8. Y'all know the time they was using that to do surveillance on certain people they already wanted to lock up in the name of rap. So let's think about it. French Montana, he claims to be from Morocco, Africa, and he's Arab. All right. How the hell was he able to sell a CD called a DVD called Cocaine City? And how was he able to start a whole record label sponsored by the big corporation industry? And his label was called Cocaine Boys, Coke Boys. You don't see? Because he was pushing a fucking agenda. But my point is this. You, French, DJ Khaled, all y'all need to go back to where the fuck y'all come from. Meaning, go back to your original. You ain't got to leave America, but go back and do what y'all do. The same thing I told my African family. I need y'all to start when y'all dashikis more. I'm going to tell French and DJ Khaled, I need y'all to start dressing up like who y'all really are more. See? You need to start dressing more like your people because this who y'all really are. See, but you running around America perpetrating a fraud like you some street, like you so black and you with the culture, but y'all manipulators. So I need y'all to start wearing y'all national garments since you always want to wave your flag and you want to always brag about how you Muslim and how you from Africa. Well, nigga, take your ass back to Africa then, French. Both of you two niggas. Because to me and some people, they call y'all sand niggas. So it is what it is. But y'all built your whole empire off the backs of black people, period. See, I'm not race tripping. I'm being real. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. There's a lot of people that don't like people, but they want to jack the swag. See, everything, like I said before, a lot of people just trying to focus on white people being your enemy. Man, you got mad enemies. A lot of people don't like you, period. And some people hate you more than white people. I also broke down to you some of the first people that started the slave trade was Arabs. And then it said that the Arabs taught some of their tricks to the white man. All right? But before the white man ever went to Africa, the Arabs was already there pillaging, and they already pillaged it. They were the first to put your ass in bondage. Never forget that. But a lot of people forget it because they just was taught to put everything on the white man. No, you don't put everything on the white man. Let them get away with it. It was they peoples that put you in bondage thousands of years ago. Okay. For my people that's in Egyptology, who was the last people to slaughter and take over Egypt? I think it was the Arabs. It was them. So that's why wherever you go, they not too far around. Oh, y'all started hip-hop? Y'all started your own culture, getting paid? Talent? Well, we're going to take that too. These are all the signs when I was telling people hip-hop is over. I watched this shit go for years and years and years. I watched them put people like these two clowns in position where it was already plenty of brothers that had talent, skills, and all of that. So I'm trying to tell you, we have been infiltrated on many occasions, and they always get a pass. But I'm going to say it again. I need y'all to start dressing like who y'all supposed to dress like. See? Because you know you can't dress like that and be no damn rapper. That is the Prince of Saudi. My point is this. See? It's not cool to dress like that. It's not cool to be a part of that, right? Because it ain't popping. See? But really, that's why y'all the main ones go to Dubai and you go over there and y'all go lay up with these people. Because that's who you are, French. You not black. And I'm just using black as a terminology. Meaning, you're not who you portray to be. You use our people to get where you at, and that's why you falling right now. Then the last time you try to shoot a video, 10 more black people get shot. Or was that the plan? I don't know. Either way, you need to go back to where the fuck you from since you always waving that flag. Since you always showing you who you are. And then your number one song is Nigga Ain't Worried About Nothing. See that? Boom. Then the rest of his hit songs is features from who? Black people. He can't make a hit without a black man or a black woman, period. Do you see the real culture vultures? These are the real culture vultures that came in the game, and you'll see all of them came in. All of them went to another level in the Abomination era. So years ago, when I told people there would never be another Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Diddy. Those three individuals represent three black men from the streets of New York that rose up through the ranks and got into power and control. And I peeped a long time ago, they were never going to let that happen again. But it's not just in music, it's in every genre. It will never be another Denzel Washington. What is that? A black man that made it through the ranks of acting, put in work, plays, get it, shows, just put his work in to get to a high level. You tell me a respectable up-and-coming black artist, black actor. My point is this, the ones that's in place now, like Michael B. Jordan, they were hand-selected. The past 10 years, they've been handpicking them. And the people that got real talent been getting blackballed. Also, you see in acting, what is happening, y'all, in acting? Are they not giving all the top roles to so-called people that are not from here? It's all part of the plan, y'all. Because it was a time where you could put your child in school to be an actor, and they could become an actor one day. Maybe in a commercial, maybe a TV show, maybe a movie, period. It was a time where all of that stuff was reachable. But they then started cutting the resources off. Which goes back to what we all said about what, y'all? One of the first things when they took the music out of the school. Why did they take music out of the school? Because too many of us were becoming successful off of music. Period. That's it. What are the two breeding grounds for musicians of our community? School and the church. School means the band. A lot of people learn how to play music through the band, through music class, and through church. Learn how to sing. And that little formula right there was creating a lot of stars, period, in our generation. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how these dudes are frauds, all right? So French Montana getting sued, that's good for his ass. And I need both of y'all, because remember, Khaled, you went home, you went to Mecca a little while ago, you was dressed in your garbs. You went and paid homage to the holy city of Mecca. Well, when you in America, I need y'all to still wear the same clothes. Stop trying to be like you ain't who you are, because this who y'all are. All right. And when you go to Dubai, y'all know goddamn well this how you going to dress. So stop playing these games. Matter of fact, for both of y'all, it's over. Both of y'all under judgment. Now, anyway, let's move on. See, this goes with the flow. Miami Beach imposes curfew after 2 fatal shootings. Huge groups of rowdy spring break crowds. Curfew. I already spoke about this. I also did a special on how niggas fucked up Miami. I think that's the name of the title. How niggas ruined Miami. And I show you Miami when it first was popular with the white people. And then I'll show you how when people started coming down there and fucked it up. And I was not talking about the original Miami residents. I'm not talking about the people that's from Miami and from Florida. I'm talking about all the motherfuckers that came down there and fucked it up. That's what I'm talking about. They turned it into a nigga fest at Miami Beach. All right? It ain't got nothing to do with relaxing, chilling with your family. It's a bunch of fuckery going on down there. And that's why I say they ruined Miami Beach. They ruined this shit. Because everybody got their free money and ran their ass down there. What all the basic people do? Went and got their body done and went to Miami. Basic shit. Anyway, let's continue on to another basic dummy. Glorilla co-signs her grandmother. Do y'all know what this woman grandmother said? Her grandmother might be slow too. Pardon me. Glorilla grandmother said that her and Rihanna are practically twins. Now I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop for a minute. How many of y'all think Glorilla look like Rihanna? Do they look alike? Do you see? I think this girl is paid to portray herself as the dumbest individual on the planet. Glorilla talking about her grandmother says her and Rihanna look like they could be twins. For one, we can see with this picture right here. Y'all got 2 different noses. And know what else, Glorilla? That you making your grandmother out to be a liar. That's basically what you're doing. You out here making your grandmother look like a damn liar, because I'm pretty sure your grandmother can't believe that. I don't believe that. When y'all believe that, when y'all I don't believe that. But let's take a look at Glorilla, right? She said out her own mouth, she did not know that foxes were real. She thought foxes like fox, like swiping, no swiping the fox. She thought foxes were fake, and they were just in cartoons and TV shows. I don't know what this girl talking about. Then she said she let a dude put semen on her French fries and she ate them. Then she said a whole lot of dumb stuff that I don't even remember. But she said a lot of dumb stuff. What else? Some of the dumb stuff she said? She said a lot of dumb stuff. Either way, like I said, I'm going to say it again. I'm pretty sure when Yo Gotti and them signed her, I'm pretty sure they gave her the most bogus paperwork ever made. And I know for a fact when it's all said and done, they gonna rob her ass blind. She gonna be broke. She gonna be one of them broke ass old rappers talking about how they did her dirty. Cause man, this girl been saying the dumbest stuff I ever heard. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. But let's move on. Check this out. What's check this out? I'm gonna show y'all a game real quick. What does it say? Nicki Minaj breaks the internet with her latest IG post. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Did Nicki Minaj break the internet? Did something happen I ain't know about? Hold up. Did Nicki Minaj break the internet? Hold up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right. Having problems today. Anyway, did Nicki Minaj break the internet? Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I wanted to show y'all how they put out fake news. This is 2 days ago. How the hell she broke the internet if nobody don't even know what the fuck she did? Because this is how they play internet games. But I bet you this. Remember a couple years ago, remember when Kim Kardashian broke the internet? Y'all remember when she did that? Because y'all remember what she did. This not about Nicki or it's not about Kim. I'm just showing you how they put out fake ass news from fake. Or I'm gonna just say how they pay media sites. Have you ever heard of this media site, Hello Beautiful? Just want to show you how they pay these companies to put out bullshit promotion. She did not break no internet. Because if I'm asking y'all and nobody's seen the shit, then that means she did not break the goddamn internet. Because when somebody breaks the internet, everybody will know, everybody will see, and that's just how the shit go when you break the internet. So other than that, I'm about to move on from that, but hold on. Told y'all, man, this is how the shit go when you trying to do some real shit. Give me 1 second, y'all, man. Here we go with this bullshit. All right, man. Let me just move on my phone, man, because I got a backup plan. I'm ready today. Now check it out. As you see, Kamala Harris, back to what we was talking about yesterday. Her ass got booed. She got booed. Why am I showing this? Because I told you that they've been losing clout. They've been losing clout. So what? That stunt they put with Megan was to get her back in the limelight. Remember, everybody was bashing Kamala. Remember, they was bashing her. Everybody was like, well, where's she at? Remember how she used that black card? But see, they were getting a lot of flack. Something else I forgot to bring up yesterday. Did y'all peep the 52 fake out? You peep how they going into locking Trump up. But what about happened to Hunter Biden laptop? What happened to allegedly Joe was in trouble? And what happened to Hunter Biden laptop talk? See, they taking attention of Hunter Biden and putting it back on Trump. See the game they play? See how they play dirty? What happened to Hunter Biden laptop, y'all? What's going on with that situation? I heard Hunter Biden supposed to be suing the people at the spot that gave us information out. But what happened to Hunter Biden? I just want y'all to see the dirty game. You see how they put the game on Trump? And meanwhile, they took the attention off who? Hunter Biden. Mind you, Joe said he don't know nothing about what his son did, and they allegedly got proof on all of that. But anyway, got to peep the 52 fake out. Also, did they not say them names on that list coming out soon? Oh, matter of fact, let's start putting the heat on Trump for being with a porn star. See how they flip it? One hand, they under fire for being on the island with teenagers and young people, and then they want us to get upset over a grown man with a grown woman. Do you see the games they play? I told you, man, they are the masters of this shit. That's what they do. Anyway, Kamala Harris was at the March Madness game because, you know, she went to Howard University. Same place as Puffy, all of that. See, when you go to Howard, you go to school around that government. And I think that's where they go learn to be. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they say the school for blacks to learn how to be CIA and government officials, I think is Howard or Georgetown, one of them. I know that for a fact. So it don't strike me different when I see how she went to Howard, things of that nature. So I'm saying. Because a lot of people that are handpicked that control the industry and in politics, black people, most of them went to Howard or all black colleges. And the reason why they went to them black colleges is because that's where they officially get brainwashed into being good black people. Because they will one day be used to be leaders of black people. And they have to be groomed a certain way. See, when you're from the suburbs and you black, allegedly, a minority, whatever, sometimes your only interaction with black people is at college. And they go to college, and this is where they actually learn how to be black. Some of them from the suburbs that's black, they got to learn how to be black. And they got to go to a black college. This is why they got to go and join these fraternities, because they got to try to learn how to be black. They got to learn how to dance, and they got to learn the ways of the blacks. You also will see these colleges are always in the hood, because that is where the suburban people go to learn how to be hood. And they study the hood, because one day they will be leaders of the hood. That's why it's a whole grooming process before you even make it to be a leader or a politician or a preacher or any type of CEO. You got to go through a certain grooming when you're black. But anyway, her ass got booed. What does that mean? Man, that means half the country ain't feeling her ass. Did you see her with her husband? One day she with Megan, they go her husband. Ain't got to do with her white husband at all. Because I know she's also using her white husband for clout amongst the elite. My point is this. She got booed. They put on a big screen with her husband, they booed the shit out of her. What does that mean? It means she not winning. And they was in Iowa. So my point is this. They are trying to get their image together. This is part of why she had to get back with Megan to get her clout back up. Because without clout in the black community, you get nowhere when you're a Democrat. Kamala Harris didn't receive a very warm welcome at her alma mater. My point is this. Her ass got booed at March Madness, meaning on a national stage, they booed her ass. See, they showed her on the Jumbotron at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. They were reportedly met with more boos than applause. What does that mean, y'all? That mean they losing. That mean they losing public opinion. That also mean they magic ain't working like that no more. Meaning everybody was head over heels over Kamala, wasn't they? But not no more. Now I'm about to get into the important part of this show, the important part of what's going on. Because for so long, we ain't no politics. I'm not into politics like that. I told you, to me, it's a game. It's a show. I just watched the show. You feel me? I just watched the game. I'm going to tell you right now. I watch politics the same way I watch a basketball game, the same way I watch a football game. I watch politics the same way because, in my opinion, the shit is a game. So I don't get my feelings worked up. I don't get into it like that. But now I'm going to go into some real history. And you should know this. If you don't, you're going to know today, and you do your own research. We're going to go into some history. And not even history. We're going to go into history. I'm going to bring it up to modern day. Because what I say, I speak facts. So I see a lot of people still confused and running their mouth. So I'm going to show you something. Fear of a Black Republican. This is a book. I didn't know this book was out. But I told you, when I got time and I get to research, I'm going to pull some stuff out. Did I not show y'all a couple weeks ago how modern day Black Republicans have been ending up dead? Republican council members. Thank you, Wellington Cousins, for supporting the channel. Thank you very much. Let me see if I can put it on the screen. All right, because this thing was acting up. Thank you very much, Wellington Cousins. But I got to get into this right now. This is part of why we all messed up. Following people is the number one way we got destroyed and are still getting destroyed. What I mean by following. Doing certain things. Not only doing certain things, going hard at everything that ain't even supposed to be going hard at. A lot of stuff that has nothing to do with us, none of our business, we go hard at it. Because that's how the shit works. So, let's take a look at what the word Republican means. We're going to take black out. Let's look at what Republican means. Or should I say the key word is republic. You know, when you went to school, they taught you about root words, right? A republic is a state in which supreme power is held by the people. Pause right there. Let's stop. A state in which supreme power is held. Not just power, supreme power. The most high power is held by the people. That is a republic. and their elected representatives. Let me throw this out there too. How many people know it was a republic before they even got here? Before they even conquered this place, it was already a republic in place. I'm going to say it again. A republic is a state in which supreme power is held by the people. So the people got the power. But if you're not a Republican, you ain't got no power if you're not down with the republic. This is why they had to destroy the republic and take the republic out the picture. That was the number one reason why they took out what? What did they take out of schools? The Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Now let's continue on. Now, mind you, a state in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives, and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch. A group with a certain equality between its members. That's a republic. Do you know what equality means? Equal. A group with a certain equality between its members. So my point is, I'm going to get into what Democrat is too, but now let me just get in the republic, and I'm going to show people how a lot of this stuff got the way it's at now. Black conservatism in the United States. Well, we know they affiliate republic with conservative, but for people who don't know what a conservative is, conservative just means low key. Conservative means everything your grandmother taught you. That's my point. Remember, I was talking about how we was raised in our morals and principles. That basically was conservatism. Basically, do you get it? Black conservatism in the United States is a political and social movement rooted in communities of African descent that align largely with the American conservative. See that African part? They threw that in there. We're going to take that out. Anyway, the key thing is this, including the Christian right. You see how you was raised to be a Christian? You see how all of us was raised to be Christians. We all was raised the same way. Remember I say that? We all was raised a certain way. Whether it's your grandmother, great, y'all know what I'm talking about. Get your ass up, clean the room, get dressed for church, pass your grades. Everything conservative, no showing off. Put your goddamn pants up, put a goddamn long skirt off, take that mini skirt off. That's called conservative. Not showing everything, not blast everything, not being reckless, not being crazy, disrespectful, all over the place, all right? There was a time where we were conservative. That's where the saying comes from. What goes on in this house stays in this house. Conservative. We don't put our business on the street like that. We are a functioning family that keep everything to ourselves and go according with not only this household, we also go according to the laws of America. We go according to the laws of the country. We're not criminals, thieves, stealers, none of that. We work hard for hours. That is conservatism. That's how we was all raised. That's how grandma and granddad bought that house. That's how they had land. Do you get it? Boom. Black conservatism emphasizes social conservatism. That's what I just said. Traditionalism. That's what I just said. What? Tradition. How do we get fucked up? We stop following tradition. Now I understand some traditions are played out, but what? We threw away all the good traditions. Like what? Family gatherings, family reunions, right? The family that prays together stays together. Don't no families pray together. Don't no families eat together, breaking bread together. Oh, that's out the window. But back in the day, was that not standard law in the family? Yes, it was. I spoke about that already last week. How when the food was ready, you had to be your ass at that table. It wasn't about the meal. It was about the unification of the family, breaking bread together and conversating. Social conservatism, traditionalism, patriotism. Patriotism was you loving your country. But see, we had to get tricked to hate our country. See, it was this individual that, I say it was a group of people that came called European conquerors. And those are the ones that been giving us hell our whole life and made us hate this country. Because ever since they came here and took over, we affiliated them with the country. So even though they deboed the country, we hate the country because of Debo. And that's how they got us to hate our own country, which made us not be patriotic. This is the whole mockery that was done when Colin Kaepernick taking a knee and them getting everybody to go against the flag. So when they got everybody to go against, when they got all the black people to go against the flag, they actually made all the black people not be patriotic. Where for some people don't know the truth, that America is the original name of the country. The eagle is the original symbol of the country. There's so many things that were already here before they got here. They just jacked it like they did rap. And then they had so many programs through hundreds of years to brainwash. So my point is this. We at one point were black conservatives. Or you could say Republican. All right, but let's continue on. 10 facts about black Republicans. The relationship between black Americans and the Republican Party has drawn considerable attention in recent years. Discussions have ranged from why black men voted for Donald Trump at higher rates than black women. So it is said that it was more black men that voted for Trump and most black women voted for Joe. But we already know that. Let's break down the formula they use. What did they do? All right. Joe made a point to go live with Cardi B. Did he not? Did they not have a back and forth? The same way Kamala is with Megan Thee Stallion, Joe was kicking it with Cardi B. Remember? A lot of black women was all on Kamala Harris because she was so-called black, but she said she Indian, I guess. I don't know, but black people voted for her because she said she was black. So even in this article right here, it tells you a lot of black men voted for Trump, but a lot of black women voted for the Democrats. But what did I tell you on this channel a while ago? I said that nothing in this country works without black women. I don't care if it's a product on the shelf to the latest dance, the latest fashion, nothing works without black women. If she got to okay it or she got to know it. That's why it's important to keep black women stupid and ignorant and dumb so they won't even know the power they got anyway. They just shake their ass on the corner on the camera. Don't never let them know their power. Just let them keep shaking their ass. So anyway, they told you right here, basically they basically telling you the only reason why they've been winning because of black women. But I'm not just blaming the black women now. This goes back to our grandmothers. Our grandmothers were in the church. So when they started finessing the church, they started finessing our grandmothers and most of the women. That's how they got them. That's how they was influencing the vote. Because when somebody runs for office, the first place they go is the church. The church gets the finesse and the followers. Most of the followers in the church are women. That's how they get most of the women votes. They've been doing that shit for years, hundreds of years. Anyway, this is the number one reason why the women have to always be stupid and ignorant. So check it out. Now let's continue on. Hold up. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Because we cooking this morning. Hold up. All right. Woman in 2020 presidential election to more recent debates about black pop culture and the appeal of GOP-aligned candidates in both national and local politics. So they basically telling you most of their power comes from women. From the presidential election, but it's mainly black pop culture. What is black pop culture? Fucking entertainment. So they're telling you that they were able to influence many black people to be Democrats through entertainment. That's why Puffy told your ass vote or die, and every time it's time for them to run, they get all the industry to back them. This is why when they had beef with Trump, they got the whole industry to diss Trump because they own the industry. Now do you see why I bash entertainment? Because I know the agenda behind it. The partisan balance among black adults in the United States is little changed over the last several decades, but it shifted substantially in the mid-20th century. And they're telling you it wasn't always like this, but it was a time when things had shifted. And this is when it shifted. It shifted substantially in the mid-20th century. Black adults were just as likely to support the Republican Party as the Democratic Party. The share of black adults who affiliated with the GOP started to decline in the 1940s, particularly after President Harry S. Truman, a Democrat, issued an executive order to desecrate the U.S. military in 1948. This shift was solidified after the passage of the Civil Rights Act under Democratic influence. Basically, under Democratic President Lyndon B. Johnson in 64. I also broke down to you, Lyndon B. Johnson is the one that promoted welfare. He is the one that promoted welfare. This is what I'm trying to tell you. All that civil rights stuff was a trick. We already had power. We already had land. We already had ownership. Through segregation, we became super rich. And they got mad and jealous because we were becoming richer than them. And they were going to wars and losing, meaning they were dying. They were losing. We were gaining. So they had to preach this thing called let's all come together. But I told you when it was about let's come together, it was all about the money. Point. I'm showing you the people that never liked your ass are the ones that said let's all come together. And they're the ones that started making merchandise and building up stores and said let's come together because we need y'all money. Before that, your money stayed where it was at. It stayed amongst the community. But I told you with certain things put in play. Now, mind you, this is also before it was a lot of ghettos, meaning you had ghettos, but you still had a lot of black people that were homeowners and landowners and business owners called mom and pop stores. I don't care. You pick a city, New York, Detroit, Chicago, North Carolina, Georgia, wherever you want to say. This stuff was going on, but it's not going to be public record. It is public record, but it's not their job to promote it. Your enemy is never going to promote how great you are. That's not their fucking job. Man, let's take a look when shit started changing. This is also back when. Now, mind you, it was many times throughout history, okay, we all was Republicans. Some started going Democrat. But it was always a time in history, I noticed, every couple of so often, blacks would start swinging back Republican. And when that would happen, they would always have to start some new shit up. Kind of like what's going on right now. But after slavery, Grant, y'all know in New York City and Harlem, it's a park called Grant's Tomb. Grant, the man that's on a $50 bill. Well, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I broke it down already. All of the races were in the North. The real races were in the North. It was racist in the South too, but the real races was in the North. Know why? They was fucking haters. The races in the North, look, the white people in the North, they did not have land like some of the people in the South. They did not have that prosperity. They already knew after slavery, a lot of so-called blacks was getting broke off that land. Some of them was getting broke off land from master. Some of them was free. They was able to start their own thing. Some of them had money. My point is, after slavery, a lot of black prosperity started to happen, even though it was some blacks here already free. Don't get it twisted. I'm just talking about the big trend. The big trend after slavery was blacks started trying to get their own shit in order. So this is when Grant and the certain people started strategizing ways to keep black people down and buried forever and never let them rise up again. Yeah, we took the chains off, but we will forever keep mental slavery in effect. And we will always keep white supremacy in effect. So look, at the time of Ulysses S. Grant election to the presidency, white supremacists were conducting a reign of terror throughout the South. See? They were creating terror. Why? Because they knew that we was about to get rich. We were free to have our own shit, own land, own everything. At this time, we understood about be fruitful, multiply the earth. So we was multiplying the earth through birth, and we was multiplying the earth through what? Farming. This is when we had control over all our food, we had control over all our own schools, on church, we had our own thing going on. We didn't need them, and we just wanted them to leave us the fuck alone. Like I said, that's why you're gonna notice to this day, they never just leave you the fuck alone. Because they know if they leave you alone, you're gonna come up. So they started the Boogeyman Foundation called the Ku Klux Klan. And when the blacks in the South saw this, they were scared to death. When they seen armies like this marching on their property, trying to scare the shit out of them, they knew they couldn't win the war. So a lot of blacks started going to the North because they got scared out of the South. But it was not just over calling somebody a nigga hanging up from a tree. This shit was about money. So let's fantasize in our mind. Look at it like out of all these men standing here, maybe some of them went on to be successful businessmen in the future. Maybe some of them successful businesses are the same people we spend our money with to this day. Because it was about money. You had black men that were by trade carpenters, plumbers, just saying, blacksmith, many trades. You gotta remember, this is a time when people know how to build a house from scratch. We don't build houses no more, we rent them. But back then we built them from scratch. My point is this: they were the ones to stop the prosperity. And the reason why they was burning them crosses, because they was showing a high form of disrespect. They knew that the blacks were conservative and they were heavy into the church. And this is when a lot of blacks were Republican. So the way you spite them is to burn their crosses. Y'all worship the cross? Y'all go by the teachings of Christianity? We're going to desecrate it and burn it. And this will be a sign to y'all that we will forever burn y'all and crucify y'all. So when our people in the South in certain places started seeing this behavior, they knew it was a war. They couldn't win. Another thing you got to remember, the Klan was regular people in the city. Lawyers, judges, sheriffs, police officers, that man that owned the corner store in the white neighborhood, that was them. Because their job was to make us fail. And I told you, nowadays, they replace this behavior with black on black crime. Now you understand why they made that movie called Boys in the Hood? Well, the Klan is the original Boys in the Hood. So when they made that movie Boys in the Hood, the whole science of Boys in the Hood was niggas dying. That's what Boys in the Hood mean. Niggas dying. All right? So, at the time of Ulysses S. Grant election to the presidency, white supremacists were conducting a reign of terror throughout the South in outright defiance of the Republican-led federal government. Told y'all we was Republicans. I told you they scared the fuck out your ass and beat the shit out you and made you flip to a Democrat. This is what they don't tell you in those colleges, in those groups. Yeah, we didn't have the right to vote Republican because they took it. It wasn't the right to vote, period. They was knocking niggas upside the head, making them put a Democratic slip in the ballot. That's what they was doing. Do you get it now? Check it out. Say it again. White supremacists were conducting a reign of terror throughout the South in outright defiance of the Republican-led federal government. So at this time, the Klan was going so hard, the government couldn't even get them. Meaning they didn't even give a fuck about the, you know what I'm saying? They didn't care about the law. They didn't care about no damn Republican government. They were wilding out because they was on Democrat time. Southern Democrats formed organizations that violently intimidated blacks and Republicans who tried to win political power. There you go, y'all. Right there in your face. Southern Democrats formed organizations that violently intimidated blacks. Pause right there. So how are black people Democrats? When the original Democrats was killing black people. Another key thing you got to peep in the words. What it say, y'all? Southern Democrats form organizations. See that? Those organizations still exist to this day. That's why I kept trying to tell people, it is not just the Klan. You have many organizations. They are legit now. They are corporations. They are tax exempt. They are still here. They have a lot of money. And they put all this money into programs to shut you down. Either within these programs, the job is to make you look ignorant as possible, make you look savage, make you look like you're less of a man, less of a woman. Anything dealing with slander, ignorance, and showing the people as less than human, they're the ones behind it. That's why, do you understand now why they are the ones that control Hollywood? Now you understand why all these images of Hollywood had to be promoted. Now you understand who's behind it. There you go. Black Lives Matter is the modern day form of one of these fake ass organizations. But if you want to be real, Black Lives Matter, if you want to look at the root has to be from the Southern Democrats that form organizations that violently intimidated blacks and Republicans. My point is this. See, they're not going to fuck your hood up now with a hood on. Now they're going to get somebody to do it called Black Lives Matter Antifa. Did they not fuck your hood up? Well, what they was all that rioting and looting we seen, that's what the Klan used to do to us. That's where the shit come from. So now you see why you seeing white people with them. Oh, they got white people with them too. Because some of the white people knew their history. They knew what time it was. Man, it's the only chance I get to fuck up a black neighborhood. I'm about to go. I'm with this shit. Come on. You get it? Y'all ain't get that shit. Then that one white man that shot them people wilding out, y'all say he was racist. He shot his own people. The most prominent of these organizations, don't forget, more than one organization, but the most prominent one was the Ku Klux Klan. And it was formed in Pulaski, Tennessee. Well, maybe that's why I ain't never go to Tennessee to this day. That's where the Klan was formed at, in Pulaski, in 1865. Originally founded as a social club of former Confederate soldiers, the Klan evolved into a terrorist organization. That's now what they have labeled street gangs, because a street gang is nothing but a modern day form of the Ku Klux Klan with a black face. They took the Klan took their mind and put it in a black man mind. It's called black on black crime. But my point is this. Now, you see why gangs are labeled as terrorists? Because they're the only ones terrorizing their own fucking people in the neighborhood. But when the white people, pardon me, when the Klan was terrorizing the black neighborhoods and black people, they were called terrorists. Now the Klan don't do it no more. Now your people do it. Now your people do it. That's why your people are the new terrorists. That's why I told you all of this shit they implemented is to lock all your people up. Because on paper, or should I say behind closed doors, your people is terrorists. Your people are ISIS. Get it? Taliban, Ku Klux Klan. All that energy is pointed on you and our people because they have been portrayed as terrorists throughout all these years of crime and killing each other. See that? The Klan does no work. Klan push buttons now, sign checks. That's what they do. Just to give you clarity on that. So anyway, the Klan evolved into a terrorist organization. It would be responsible for thousands of deaths and will help to weaken the political power of Southern blacks and Republicans. Get it? And don't forget, let me be honest, at this time, Southern blacks and white Southerners were cool. Especially if they both was Republican, they were cool. This is what I'm trying to tell people. You can't put everybody in one boat. It was some people right next to us the whole time. And it wasn't about no raping and none of that. It was about understanding. You got to understand something. Black people and white people in America, once upon a time, was linked through faith. Through faith and religion brought good whites together with good blacks. That's just the history. But it was things that happened that changed all of this stuff. And a lot of the Ku Klux Klan members, they were just fucking haters because they ain't had shit. And the white Republicans they were hating on, those were the whites that had shit. They were rich. But that poor white trash that we call today, they was the main ones down with the Ku Klux Klan. They were the flunkies, the poor white trash. The ones that were just hating on black because they had more. I hate those niggers. But the whole time they was hating niggers because niggers had land and had a whole bunch of shit. Food, cattle, you get it? Well, you know how much money you need for a farm now with animals all stocked on it. Don't you think it was a lot of money back then to have all that shit back then? That's how you know our people was rich. Now you understand when we got to a certain level or a certain decade, they made us hate the South. They made us think it was country. They made us turn our back on the South, look down on the South. But that was a Yankee brainwashing. That was a brainwashing from the Yankees. And they knew stuff them in them cities, keep them out the South. Because in the South, they could be owners. You put them in the city, they will forever rent and be under our finger. That was the whole plan of getting everybody to leave the South and run to the North. Where they run? Detroit, Chicago, New York, Philly. Get it? And what they do? Trick their ass to go work in the warehouse. Because we got all this goddamn shit we stole. We got all this cotton. We got all this shit. Now we got to start making clothes and all this other shit. Who gonna do it? We're gonna get them to do it. So we're gonna scare their ass from the South and make them go in the North, and that's how we're gonna trick them to work in all our factories. And when cars were booming, that's how we tricked y'all to make all our cars. And we got y'all to lead the South. And not only lead the South, we got y'all to turn y'all back on the South. So that's why throughout history, you'll see a lot of our family members went to the North and they forgot about their family in the South. Some of our family in the South stayed. They went up North, visited, but they stayed their ass in the South. Most of the people that stayed in the South, a lot of them, some of them are doing good, right? Some of them still doing good to this day. My point is this. Let's continue on. It's history. Don't never let nobody tell you you ain't shit, you ain't never been shit, and you come from nothing. Those are fake-ass narratives, all right? Now, boom. Racist activity in the South often took the form of riots and targeted blacks and Republicans. See? They would always start a fake-ass riot. What was the riot they would always start, y'all? Or a black man looked at a white woman. A black man whistled at a white woman. Those were the excuses. They needed an excuse to come and burn your shit down. That's what they would do. They would start a fake beef, use that as an excuse to flame our goddamn property. And then what happened, y'all? We got to start over from scratch, and then they will be ahead. These are games they kept playing while they kept getting ahead. So this is why you see 1866 after slavery. So when Martin Luther King came in, that was the 100-year anniversary. Or let's put them niggas back in slavery again. But they did a slick called civil rights. But my point is this, look. They will often start riots and targeted black and Republicans in 1866. A quarrel between whites and blacks ex-soldiers erupted in a full-fledged riot in Memphis, Tennessee. See how the history of Memphis? Still going on to this day. White policemen assisted the mobs in their violent rampage. See that? So boom, riot, blacks against whites. Even the goddamn law enforcement was helping the Klan because it was all about money. It was about get them out of here so we can get paid, period. Because when you understand, we didn't need them at all. So even though it was racism going on, we actually benefited off that racism because we ain't had to deal with their ass. So check it out. By the time the violence ended, 46 people and 70 more were dead. So you'll see, like I said, every time we kept trying to do our own thing, get our stuff together, they will always come and mess with us. All the time. They wouldn't let us be. They wounded numerous churches and schools and had burned. See, look, we own churches. We owned our own schools. You know how much money it costs to build a church. You know how much money it costs to build a school now. So how we had that back then. And we built it ourselves. Anyway, on July 30th, a similar outbreak of violence erupted in New Orleans. This time, a white mob attacked the attendees of a black suffrage convention, killing 37 blacks and 3 whites who allied with them. See, whites been with blacks the whole time. Black and whites get along. See, you can't judge all white people the same. Some white people cool as hell, and I ain't talking about white people trying to act black. I'm talking about regular white people, man. All white people ain't the same. You got white people hate white people. You know what I'm saying? Meaning they don't condone the shit them people do. They don't co-sign that shit. They frown upon it. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, that racism was put in your head because it all goes back to the Klan. The Klan was the number one people that got that racism shit popping. Made it a trend. So my point is this. You'll see they did it Tennessee, Memphis. They did it where? New Orleans. Remember I also told you anywhere your people used to be successful at or from, those are the places that catch the most hell to this day. Because that's how they keep it. That's how they keep it going. If it was a Klan battle in Memphis 200 years ago, the Klan know the history. So they know the history to keep that drama going in Memphis. If the Klan was causing chaos in New Orleans hundreds of years ago, they know to this day, make them niggas kill each other in New Orleans with choppers. They keep the shit going in the places they already did their dirty work at. That's how the shit work. And that's how they take out the ancestors, or should I say, the future generations of the people they already slayed. So we slayed your ancestors in Tennessee 200 years ago. But now, we're going to make sure y'all still slay each other. That's our way of still killing y'all bloodline. All of this shit is science. In this violent atmosphere, the Ku Klux Klan grew in size and strength. By 1868, the Klan had evolved into a hooded terrorist organization that its members called the Invisible Empire. Pause right there. The Invisible Empire of the South. Do you know what an Invisible Empire is? Is it not written that we do not fight, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but we are fighting over principalities? We're fighting over what's right from wrong. That is the fight. We're fighting over what we believe in. And therefore, I told you, it's people in place to make sure you never accomplish what you're trying to do. Because they showed you right here that what? It was many organizations. But the number one thing you got to peep, the empire, the invisible empire, meaning this shit is so big. Do you know what an empire is? Meaning it is so big that it's invisible. Meaning it is big but invisible at the same time. Because I told you, the Klan is invisible. They wear suit and ties. They own a business and say, how you doing today, sir? Shake your hand and all that. They invisible. You don't see them. But behind the door, they sign paperwork and they cut checks to watch you fail and make a mockery of your kids, make a mockery of your family, make your whole generation look like fools. That's what they get. That's how they do their work. But you got to remember, they were once called the Invisible Empire of the South. But you might as well understand they still an invisible empire. And it's mighty funny, all them rappers signed the empire, they got killed damn near. Or all those black rappers that ended up dead was on empire. And a lot of them just so happened to be rappers from the South. See how stuff weird? Anyway, the reorganized Klan first leader or Grand Wizard was Nathan Bedford Forrest. See where the word terminology Grand Wizard come from? The Grand Wizard. The Grand Wizard. The OG of the gang. They're nothing but a gang. See that? So, white supremacy is a system that was established by some of these guys and a whole lot of others. But my point is, don't lose focus on what this is all about. This is all about how blacks were Republicans. And it was chains of events of these niggas beating you upside your head, scaring our ancestors half to death. And what they say, y'all, you're going to get down or you're going to lay down. But y'all ain't going to be voting Republican. That's what you ain't going to do. And they were in place to make sure of that. So now to this day, your people run around, been voting, and now you see why you don't get nowhere. Because it's not designed for you to get nowhere. The whole plan is for you to stay poor, stupid, ignorant, and buying tickets to concerts. That's it. Now, do you see why when Megan Thee Stallion went to the White House, it was a mockery on the black race? Because it was supposed to be someone of high intellect, someone of leadership and influence that was supposed to go sit down with Kamala and have a real conversation on how some of these changes need to be done. Even saying, look, Kamala, if you do this, this, and that, then you might get back on the sides of black people. They'll support you. But you got to do some good stuff for them first. See, they're not even going to send nobody to say that. That's why it was a mockery, send a dumbass rapper. See, to people that know the big picture, they understand what's going on. You don't send a dumbass rapper that twerk their ass to represent the people at the White House. See, anybody that goes to the White House is supposed to be a real representative, and they're supposed to push certain agendas. Okay, Kamala, you rock with me, you my peoples. Well, I need you to do this. I need y'all to put more job programs in the communities. This is what I need. And we gonna hold you accountable too. That's really what's supposed to happen. But all we seen was a chick sitting down showing off her fucking nails and taking selfies because it was a fucking joke. A mockery is a joke. Who was the joke played on? The people who voted Democrat. It's not about vote either way you want to vote. But my point is, stop just voting because somebody black, dummy. You keep getting tricked. Anyway, let's move on because I'm almost done. Now back, like I said, Klan Invisible empire still pulling strings. Now you know. Now you see who the puppet master is. Do you see who also are puppet masters? The Klan are the puppet masters as well. Many organizations. See, they wanted you to just focus on Illuminati and all of them are secret societies. See, secret societies is not just Illuminati. It is not just Masons. You got the Knights of Columbus. You got a whole bunch of these people. And they have meetings every week. And they have meetings on how they're going to take your ass out. Basically. Anyway, but like I said, it went from these boys in the hood killing to these boys in the hood killing. Wisconsin restaurant employee shot in face by customer over messed up hamburger order. See that? A savage. And I told you, whenever they show a savage, it will be a savage with long hair, dreads, braids. Y'all didn't notice yet? This is this image of stereotyping a nigga. It's the same image. This is why when some people go out in public and they see that image, they start gripping their gun and gripping their pocketbooks because that image has been demonized. It has been dehumanized. I know that's not what dreads mean, but according to America, dreads mean criminal. Trying to tell y'all this shit. These are stereotypes created in the form of trend, but I told you it's the people that don't like you that start the trend. Because this is how they can handpick you. Well, we can't separate all blacks look the same. We don't know the good ones from the bad ones. Let's make up a fad for dreads. Let's make the criminals wear dreads. Then we can decipher the criminals from the good guys. Allegedly. That's how they think. If I ride in the car with a polo shirt, some glasses, a polo hat, you ride in the car, we in the same type of car, same everything. You got big beard, big dreads. Who you think get pulled over first? Just how it work. It's just how it work, y'all. All right. But anyway, this person right here, weirdo. See, look. Ain't no burger that good to kill somebody. The shooting occurred at a George Webb restaurant in Wauwatosa. See that? They also show you the Native American names that's still been on the land. Anyway, on January 30th, 2022, when police arrived at the scene, they found Anthony Rodriguez, the 26-year-old George Webb employee, lying on the ground next to the cash register with a gunshot wound to his face. Front page detective reported. Now, also, don't forget, remember a couple months ago in New York, this same thing happened to a woman where the man tried to rob it and he shot the woman in her face. That was a black man did that at Burger King, remember? Just showing you how your people are savage. And that is the narrative. I'm almost done, y'all. Let's continue on. This that I meant to speak on yesterday. Check it out. You know, we spoke about how Black China came out, said she changed her ways. She basically said, she want to grow up, get right, whatever, positive. And like I told you on this channel, I'm going to talk about it all. They do something positive, I'm going to talk about that. But anyway, this was disturbing because Tokyo Tony shades Black China reversing her cosmetic procedure. Oh, we so proud of her. So she's basically trolling and clowning her own daughter for making a change. This girl came out of her womb and she trolling her own daughter for trying to do the right thing. Told you some of these people on YouTube are weird. Tokyo Tony is continuing to publicly bash her daughter, Black China. So what's so real about bashing your daughter on the internet? What's so real about that? What's so real about that? Told you, man, people do anything for a check. Is it because she cut you off? Is it because the money slowed up? Is it because you was around the Kardashians and all of them? You was around too. You was at the carpenter. You was at the events. Why you so mad at your daughter? Why you so busy bashing your daughter? All these people that bash, you bash your own daughter. Then you got mad when people gave her a pat on the back. I'm saying something because I could feel like this is a shot towards me because I'm one of the people that was co-signing her making a change. This could be towards me. I don't know if she saw my video. She on YouTube just like me. But the only thing about me, I ain't been to Hollywood. See, a lot of y'all been to Hollywood. Now you're dumbass on the internet. That's a fall. That's a long drop. That's a long fall. But see, when y'all was at the industry parties and you was around these rich people in Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Lambo trucks, you ain't had nothing to say. So now why all of a sudden you want to go out your way to bash your daughter? Because in reality, I don't think nobody really respect that. It's really lame to me. But anyway, I told you, she the same woman. I see her cursing out on subs, calling them dummies, stupid. Nah, she ain't call them dummies. She was saying, fuck y'all. Shit like cursing their ass out. I don't fuck with none of y'all. When I see her cursing out her own chat, I knew she ain't have all her marbles. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. All right. But anyway, is it hate? What is going on? Why would you dish your own daughter for making a change? This woman said she want to change her ways. She's taking surgery out. And y'all know to take the surgery out, you got to go through some type of pain and suffering. And she take the time to get on the internet and bash her own daughter. But you let everybody tell it, niggas gonna say, she keep it real. She keep it real. She keep it real. That's niggas' favorite slogan. She keep it real. The Django Unchained actress Daniel Watts' bizarre singing in filthy home. This is the actor from the Django. They say she tweaking and losing her mind. I saw that other white actor lost her mind. They say she was walking around butt naked outside. You see what's going on with these people? Because some of them, when their money get fucked up, they start losing it. They are getting high. They tweaking. Long story short, the Django Unchained actress Danielle Watts, she was singing in a filthy ass home with her boyfriend. And fans are worried she's on drugs. Well, you see her face right here. This is how she look on some regular shit. Look at this shit, man. We are watching people lose it and have meltdowns. If you was raised up your whole life, groomed, everybody told you was going to be a star one day. One day you're going to be big. But then you get grown and you start going through life and you start realizing that shit they told you was a lie. And you start realizing that this thing ain't all what it cracked up to be. And I told them, so they saw in the beginning, some of them do wild shit because they think they're going to get success. But then when they get to certain levels, they realize, damn, they played me. All those movie directors just had free sex with me and they never put me in no movie. That producer said he was going to put my music out and he ain't never do it. Damn, they used me. They played me. See? Then they start peeping game. I got played and they start going into a depression. And sometimes they start getting high because they thought they was going to be big, but they realized that they ain't nobody. And then they got to get depressed because if you spent your whole life trying to be an actor and now you grown, that's all you know. You spent your whole life trying to be entertainment. That's all you fucking know. Sports play. You don't know nothing else. So once that's over with, it's over for you because you ain't do shit else. So maybe that's why she in the crib singing, looking crazy. Because maybe after the Django, if I'm not mistaken, she was also on CSI, I think. Maybe she ain't where she's supposed to be at. And a lot of them, just like regular people, are backed up in their bills. Remember, y'all, their bills cost way more than our bills. Their bills be crazy. Y'all know that. They might be in the crib. They got their rent $20,000 a month in a loft somewhere. You know, they got these exclusive cars. They got notes and insurance and goddamn got to gas them up. Family members, man, they be going through it. Because remember, it's one thing when you big and you looking out for your family. Then it's one thing when you fall off and your family say, can I hold something? I need this. We need to pay the rent. We about to lose the crib. And you ain't got the money to give them. That's why they be depressed, in my opinion. But let's move on, y'all. Just more buffoonery to show y'all how they make a mockery of your people around the world. Whoopi Goldberg accused of passing gas on The View. This is what she went viral for, y'all. See that? The narrative has to always paint them in a fucking ignorant perspective and make them look like clowns, fools, any chance you get. So this is why Whoopi Goldberg went viral for farting on national TV. And she will forever be known as silly. That's what she's going to be known to me. So she always going to be looked at as that you know who. A slave, a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whoopi Goldberg can sit around, talk that talk. But you see every time she always messing up, they be on her ass, making her apologize, making her tap dance. But she has now went viral around the world for farting on The View. That's what she's known for now. Let's continue on. I'm going to show y'all some more real shit going down. Check this out, family. ESPN is doing layoffs. They coming soon, and it's nearly everyone is vulnerable. Anybody can get it. ESPN. Big network. But don't forget, ESPN is owned by Disney. This is what I'm trying to show my people. These are signs of a crash coming. Once again, we see all of the cash outs. We see all of the cutting back of resources, because in business, it's called bite the bullet. It's called, we know we have to take a loss, so let's prepare to take this loss. And while we prepare to take this loss, let's get to firing some people to save us some money on the back end. That's how the shit works. So when I see these signs, don't forget, bank crash, get it? We see hella corporations shutting down, firing people. We seeing CEOs thrown out of windows. They're crashing. The dollar is crashing right in our face. So you got to watch these companies, these corporations. Some people call them Illuminati companies. You got to watch them companies because they're going to show you what time it is. So don't forget, ESPN is the home of Stephen A. Smith and others. But Stephen A. Smith, they're going to keep him because he's the number one puppet they need. The number one black puppet voice in media is Stephen A. Smith. So he ain't going nowhere. Because whenever they want to say something they can't say, Stephen A. is the one to say it. So my point is this. Anytime you see ESPN cutting them checks, and a lot of them people that work there on six-figure salaries and better, they kicking their ass to the curb, just like Hollywood, just like everywhere else. Look, ESPN latest round of layoffs will have no sacred cows, meaning everybody from top on air, people to be big-time executives are being scrutinized with the cuts expected to be finalized. Thank you, Truman Show, for the donation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, family. You know what time it is. I appreciate it. But as you see here, right? Look. People, even executives, meaning high-ranking officials, to people that it was expected to blow up, all they ass about to get up out. Mind you, they holding this over their head because put it like this. Out of all the people working for ESPN right now, none of them know exactly who's going to get fired. So you know they probably walking around traumatized right now because they holding that shit over their head. But look, cuts expected to be finalized in the next 4 to 6 weeks. The Post has learned. So you also see not only the economy crashing, but any of them people that work for ESPN that thought they were going to be straight, because you know when you work for these corporations, most people had their eyes set on retirement, things like that. When all of a sudden out the blue, you threaten to be fired, that fucks your whole life up. And if some of them people didn't make the right moves, some of them are going to be messed up out here. This is all part of the crash, y'all. So maybe ESPN going to hire a lot of immigrants too. Who knows? But when you see these corporations crashing, y'all, that is to let you know where we're going. The moves are a part of layoffs that Disney CEO Bob Iger announced were coming across all the company's units. Last month, Iger said that 7,000 jobs will be eliminated across the board. 7,000 salaries, 7,000 households, 7,000 people that thought they were straight because they worked for ESPN. But guess what? They ass about to be out of there. The crash. ESPN, Disney, they got to save that money. That might be them saving a couple million. So, at the direction of ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro, heads of department have been told to scrutinize their divisions to make them as efficient as possible. It's called downsizing. At this time, there is no target, meaning they don't know who they're going to fire yet, but they setting up the stage right now. So a lot of people, 7,000 is going to be fired from ESPN. But that's happening at a job near you. That's why I said in these last times, if you don't got yourself situated, that's it. Another sign of the times of the crash that's coming. Michael Jordan in talks to sell majority stake in Hornets. Y'all know Michael Jordan owned the Charlotte Hornets. He is selling them. It is not profitable no more. Michael Jordan also knows about the crash. And he's going to take his little money he got into that little team. He's going to put that in his pocket and probably just sit back and let his sneakers make the money. But he's doing a business move. Sell before the crash. As you can see, Jordan, a 6-time NBA champion and 5-time MVP, is considered by many to be the greatest player in the history of the game and has been the league's only majority black owner. How many of y'all knew that? Out of all the sports, NBA got 30 teams. NFL got 32 teams. Baseball got something like 30. Out of all those teams, Michael Jordan was the only black majority team owner. And now, once he leaves, there will be no more. No more black owners in sports. Just showing y'all sign of the times. Also, the movie Air is coming out. I don't know if it's out already, but I want to see it. Air is the movie on how Air Jordan started. Or Air, Nike Air, is dealing with the foundation of Nike, period. And y'all know Viola Davis is playing a role of his mother. But it looked like a good movie because Ben Affleck is in it. And who else in it? I think Wahlberg in it. So I know it's going to be a good movie. But anyway, that's what's going on with Jordan. Let's continue on, y'all. I'm almost done. Back to the top of the top, right? When I was talking about the Republicans. Now look. As Benjamin Franklin emerged from Independence Hall at the close of the Constitutional Convention in September 1787, a woman approached and asked him what form of government the convention had produced. Benjamin Franklin responded, "A republic, madam, if you can keep it." See? So even the founding fathers set up everything under a republic. So ain't no more to talk about, but I'm now going to show you what democracy means. Democracy is a self-government through popular sovereignty based on the principle of majority rule. Stop. Did I not tell you in this world majority rule? But what I say, majority rule, but majority is not always right. Just because the majority say something does not mean they right. Now do you see when Obama came into office, it was all about getting the majority of the people to follow. Because the majority ruled, but the majority is not always right. And that majority that followed are still following. Now that majority that was following are going off the cliff. Simply put, the people rule and legitimacy is determined by what more than half of the people want. This is why they tricked you to co-sign everything bad, because you signed your own fate. Once they got the majority to go with the agenda, you started seeing laws get passed. Because the majority of the people said same sex. The majority of the people said we could teach that in the school. Majority of the people said Black Lives Matter. Whatever it is the majority say, that's what shall be done in a democracy. Democracy basically means do whatever the hell you want. Whatever we want to do, we're going to do that shit. If today, what else did democracy do? Did it not put laws into place like you can't spank your child? See? And a Republican, the way you was raised, you got beat with a switch. Discipline. Never spare the rod. But when they got in office, you couldn't use the switch no more. Spare the rod. Because they knew one day the kids would be out of control. And once the kids be out of control, then we can get them to dress up how we want them to dress up. Kids out of control today, 2 years from now, we'll have them in heels. Because majority rule. So that's why I told you nothing they do works unless they got a lot of black people following that shit. Because that's the majority they use as the fucking pawns. Get it? Now you see why we at where we at? Now you see why the majority of us are stuffed in ghettos, stuffed in poor situations, stuffed amongst each other, because they have to keep that particular majority together. and keep them under the same thinking, same spell, same every fucking thing, same dress code, same lingo, same everything. Keep them as a majority. Never let them be individuals, independent thinkers. Always keep them like sheep and dogs. That's what a democracy is. A self-government. That's why you see the Democrats do whatever they want. Joe ain't giving you shit because he don't got to. Because majority of the people said it's better for you, Joe, to build bridges and look out for Ukraine. That's what the majority said, basically. See that? So it is what it is. I'm done. I ain't talking about politics no more because I ain't no need to. Now let's go back to the top of the top. Then we're going to get out of here. That what? 50 Cent being sued. It is alleged that he stole power, the whole concept, from a man, the real Ghost, a former drug kingpin by the name of Corey Holland Sr., a.k.a. Ghost. He told his story. He was doing youth prevention, crime prevention for the youth. He had a CD about his life. He gave it to the producer of Power's father. And this is how they got their hands on his story and made a sequel out of it. Holland filed a lawsuit that alleged 50 Cent and fellow executive producer Courtney Kemp stole the idea for Power from his actual life. Reportedly, Holland, which is Ghost, had a relationship with Kemp, the producer's father, that stretches back to the 1990s. So I would assume maybe Courtney Kemp, the executive producer, maybe her dad used to be a hustler. And maybe her dad used to hustle with the real Ghost. This is how the story got passed on. But maybe 50 didn't know about it. Either way, it's irrelevant because it's in court. And the man is saying that 50 Cent threatened him and try to send goons at him. He's also accused the G-Unit mogul and his associates of bullying and claims they've made threats on his life. Holland has said that 50 Cent has thrown a lot of subliminal shots at him in the 5 months since he filed the lawsuit. He also says he needs to legally protect his interests and his family and his legal justification if violence becomes necessary to protect him or his family. He basically said if anybody run up on him, he's going to shoot. So 50 is in court and he's being sued for $1 billion. So we're going to see how this play out. Also, French Montana, he's being sued for a shooting that happened in Miami at DJ Khaled restaurant. And like I said, these are the same dudes that work at the hotel. This the same dude in New York. You go to the corner store, he might make you a sandwich. This the same dude, if you're in Jersey on the turnpike, you pull over and get gas, you're going to see one of them pull up because that's who they are. But they've been masquerading as rappers to get paid, and they've been using black people. And wherever they go, some bullshit happened. And they gave nothing back to black people, period. These are swagger jackets. These are culture vultures. So stop putting culture vulture just on white people. Everybody's a culture vulture. But these two are the main culture vultures. And a lot of y'all women got tricked because you was going for that light-skin shit. So anybody light-skinned, y'all co-signed them, and then they showed you their ass. Because I told you, none of them want no black woman, period. So maybe y'all start being smarter now with who you stick your neck out for. But anyway, that's who these niggas are right here. So I'm going to say it again, French. I need you to start dressing in your Islamic attire and stop trying to be hood. Stop trying to be black, nigga. Because the people call y'all sad niggas anyway. So you need to just embrace who y'all are, all right? Don't go to Dubai and dress like that. Then when you go to Miami, you want to dress in Versace. And you want to be amongst the blacks in Miami. We tired of y'all shit. It's over for y'all too. Y'all gonna have to choose a side. And I suggest some of y'all just go back to your original roots. Because French, you always like to show your Morocco flag, and you would kind of always like to brag on your Muslim heritage will be Muslims. Because Muslims don't rap, Muslims are not a Ciroc boy, and Muslim will never call themselves Coke boy. You see this fraud ass Coke boy? Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody really want to be no nigga. And I'm done on that. I'm out of here, man. I'm done. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the family, man. Y'all know what's up. What's good? Ken Thompson, what's up? Trump gonna be good on the island. All the gangs rocking with him because of that PPP. Yup. That's what they say. I mean, I read the article where they said mostly black men supported Trump and black women supported Joe. That's what they said. Stoney, thanks. It's the Flowers. What up, Flowers? Dramatic. Fat meat still greasy. Everybody is reaping time. What you put in the ground, you about to get it, good or bad. That's right. That's where we at with in my opinion, this whole year is about judgment. It's judgment on everybody. That's how I feel. Whether good or bad. If you've been good, you're gonna get some good things coming to you this year. If you've been doing bad, you're gonna pay this year. That's my opinion. That's all I'm really seeing. I'm seeing people coming up and I'm seeing people fall. Truman Show. Uncle Dolph. That's right. Double D. What's up, Double D? That's right. Time of the beast. The beast is in power right now. The beast is in full power. Salute, Real God. Salute, TG. That's right, TG. That's the whole purpose. We wake up, we get focused, and then we go on with our day. That's it. That's it. We're going to make it back home, too. That's what it's all about. Focus. Ain't nothing else really mean nothing right now but what you trying to do. That's it. That's ain't nothing else about nothing. Valencia, what's up? Who else up in here? Proud Mama, what's up? That's all. That's it, y'all. I don't come on here to diss nobody and bash nobody. I'm gonna say what's real. We got our own news right now. You know what I'm saying? We in the loop. Because if we worried about the TV, we already know we ain't gonna learn shit. So ain't it crazy how our elders watch TV all day, watch the news all day, and still don't know nothing? That shit crazy, man. It's weird. So that's why I keep saying we got to fight on our own because all our elders are asleep. Or a lot of them got wiped out with C-19 too. A lot of them just gone. Then the rest of them here, they just sleep. I'm going to be real, man. I'm going to be real. I don't even know why old people still drive around in the daytime. Because at the end of the day, all y'all doing is out here causing accidents. You going slow in traffic. I'm just being real. Y'all ain't really doing nothing. Y'all ain't even giving no words of wisdom. Y'all just out here playing around too. You got elders on Facebook just like everybody else. They ain't doing shit. Oh, man. We must study universal law. That's right. We have to study. All right, y'all. Thank y'all all for tapping in. Episode 399 in the books. Tomorrow we have 400. It is what it is. Each episode is really an episode. That's it. So look, y'all enjoy y'all day. Y'all stay right, stay blessed up, stay strong out here. And get your mind right and chill out. That's what I'm gonna say. So thank y'all for pulling up. Once again, shout out to the replay gang. I appreciate everybody that taps in. And I'm gonna keep it coming. Other than that, Fun of Fame Live, episode 399. And this one in the books. We out. One. Oh shit.